is the Coastal Current, presented by the Heil Law Firm, battling for justice, winning for the community. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Coastal Current. My name is Clarissa.
And I'm Sharon.
And we are kicking things off with a couple of events and organizations making an impact right here in the Coastal Bend. I want to do a quick recap because you and I have been out on the town getting to participate in some of these great events, and I'm a little jealous that I wasn't able to jump to Artrageous with you because that looked super fun. Tell us about it.
Yeah, we've been so busy, let me tell you that. But I had the opportunity to attend Artrageous this year. It's the signature annual summer fundraiser for the Art Museum of South Texas in downtown Corpus Christi. And it is one of my favorite events. It's an event that I look forward to because it's so much fun. You know, people just come out, they dance, they dress up. There's a costume contest.
Yep.
This year, I went as the nanny.
You were out, like, that looked like it came off the set. That dress was perfect.
It was a vintage dress.
Love it.
I had nothing to wear, but I stopped at Renaissance.
Good
vintage
call.
store, yes.
Yeah, we had a chance to pop in once with the kids, and it was neat because there were just little arts and crafts booths, and they were just running everywhere like crazy, having a blast. So keep an eye out. I believe there's 2 Artrageous events throughout each year, and the themes are always incredible and very unique from one another. But the 80s and 90s, whew, I wish I was there, girl. I wish I was there. That's okay. I'm always living in the 80s and 90s some way, somehow. I did get to attend the Designer Purse Bingo, which was held by Burn Pits 360, another very creative way to raise money for our community. And in this particular situation, this nonprofit was founded in 2009 by Army Captain Leroy Torres and his wife Rosie. They put in the work. They were out at the Capitol, sleeping at the steps to make an impact. And they advocate for service members and first responders who suffer from specialized life-threatening illnesses caused by toxic chemical exposure from open-air military burn pits used during or post 9/11 overseas deployments. That's a lot to take in, but I think this is a very unique nonprofit, and it is a very overlooked category of veterans and first responders that need our support, that need our help. And what better way to get a bunch of women in one place donating money than to win a designer bag? So we unfortunately didn't win.
We didn't win.
As you can see, I was one number away from winning the cutest bag, but you know what? It's all about the cause, so we really enjoyed being there.
Yes, and they do have a documentary coming up. We got the opportunity to watch the
A
trailer.
little preview, yeah.
And it had me in tears. Oh my goodness, you really don't know. You don't know what these veterans are going through or what they're experiencing after, you know, being exposed to these toxic chemicals in war. So make sure that you be on the lookout for that documentary. Show them your support because it is so important.
That's right. And Burn Pits 360 also has a gala coming up in San Antonio, I believe October 17th. So keep your eyes out for that. And if you have it in your heart to donate, please support these veterans who are suffering long after they serve our country. And they're continuing to do so by fighting for their fellow veterans. So like I said, those are just a few of the amazing events happening in our community. If there's something we missed, please reach out to us at the Coastal Current on Facebook and Instagram. When we return, a local nonprofit is giving local kids a chance to pitch, hit, and run for a great cause. Plus a new barbecue spot on the south side that is sure to satisfy your taste buds. We'll be back with more on the Coastal Current.
Beat the traffic. Stay ahead of delays. Plan smarter and get where you're going faster with real-time traffic cameras on Chris 6 News or on ChrisTV.com. Sponsored by the Heil Law Firm, battling for justice, winning for the community.
Hi, it's attorney Robert Heil with the Heil Law Firm. You've probably heard about us by now because we've been winning your car wreck cases, trucking accidents, and consistently giving you the best results. That's because we've been doing things right here at the Heil Law Firm. We provide the best possible customer service, access to the best healthcare providers, and the best possible outcomes on your case. That's why we've continuously won Caller Time's Best of the Best as your top law firm. Most importantly, we give back a part of every case we win to make our community better. At the Heil Law Firm, we're battling for justice and winning for the community.
This is the Coastal Current, presented by the Heil Law Firm, battling for justice, winning for the community. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Coastal Current. Now, we are about to introduce probably one of the youngest ambassadors here in the community that is doing huge things for children in foster care. And I had a chance to meet up with him at the local Comic-Con and Anime Con that took place over at the Hilliard Center this past week. And what an incredible event it was. We got to see so many folks dressed up as some of their favorite characters, lots of great vendors, and of course, our buddy Nate Gonzalez was there promoting his nonprofit organization, Nate's Next Kid Up, and the comic book that he released at the young age of 12 years old. So without further ado, I'm going to toss it over to Sharon and Nate to learn more about this great event.
Thank you, Clarissa. And I am here with Nate Gonzalez from Nate's Next Kid Up. And we are here to talk about this amazing event coming up and a little bit about what you are doing in the communities. Okay, Nate, so tell me a little bit about your MLB Pitch Hit and Run event coming up on Friday, June 26th.
Yeah, so on Friday, June 26th, the Pitch and Run is going to take place at Whataburger Field. It's going to start at 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. and it's going to be age groups 7 to 14. And we're very excited about this event. Not only that it's going to be at Whataburger Field, but you still got time to register on my website, natesnextkidUp.org. But we're gonna have so much fun. You're gonna have a chance to pitch, hit, and run. Whoever has the best score will advance to the next level. And we're just amazed by that.
This is a free event,
yes,
right?
And also it's a free event. You're just gonna have fun, just gonna participate in some baseball, and again, just have fun.
And the title sponsor of this event is Heil Law Firm. And today we have Mr. Robert Heil to talk a little bit about the impact of this event.
Good to see you, Sharon.
Hi, Robert.
Yeah, we're super excited to be working with Nate's Next Kid Up. It's going to be a fantastic event here. It's going to be one of the first pitch, hit, and runs here in Corpus Christi. All the local kids in our community have the chance to come out, participate with a chance to advance to the next level and eventually get to the World Series. Heil Law Firm's honored to be a part of it, working with you as a title sponsor, and looking forward to a family, fun, friendly day. It's going to be kind of a festival atmosphere, and we're going to do some amazing stuff. So come out and join us. It's going to be a beautiful day.
Well, we are so excited for this upcoming event, and thank you, Nate and Mr. Heil, for all the amazing things that you are both doing in our community. And Nate, you inspire us every day. I know that Clarissa and I are your biggest fans, and we love to have you here on our show.
And Nate and I do have a very special announcement we want to make about the, I guess, crowning a champion at the end of this event. So go ahead, Nate, take it away.
So we're gonna have our first home run derby, well, the Heil Law Firm home run derby, and it's just gonna act like a regular home run derby. Whoever could score the most points wins, and in their age group, and we're gonna crown a winner. So it's gonna be like Robert Heil said, that it's gonna be a festival atmosphere. It's gonna be very fun, and we're looking forward to see you there on June 26th on next Friday at Whataburger Field at 11 a.m.
Yes.
This season.
And you still have time to sign up for this event, so make sure you have your kids out there and have the whole family ready for this amazing event. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Robert, Nate, and Sharon, for giving us some insight on what to expect at this event. Now, speaking of sports, one of the largest sporting events in the world is happening right now. It is the FIFA World Cup with 48 teams participating and 3 countries hosting. This is, like I said, one of the biggest sporting events in the world, and how exciting to see all of us coming together despite our differences, despite our quarrels, and despite our cultural differences as well, to celebrate a beautiful sport, football, and to see everybody totally kicking booty, okay? So the USA is killing it, Mexico is killing it, everybody's doing a great job. We want to know who your favorite teams are, so please visit us at the Coastal Current and tell us who you are rooting for. With that said, I'm going to toss it to the pro. Doug Kesterson has more on nationwide and, of course, local sports with the Sports Splash.
Hello, everyone. I'm Doug Kesterson from the MIC Sports Network, and here's what's going on in local sports in the Coastal Bend. The high school baseball season has officially come to a close. We want to congratulate both the Calallen Wildcats and the London Pirates baseball teams on their fantastic season and representing the Coastal Bend in the state championship games. Calallen finished at 38-3 overall, while London finished 33-9-1. We also want to give special recognition to the following players named to the UIL All-State Tournament teams. For London in Class 3A, it was Christian Olivares, Dax Williams, JJ Villegas, and Aiden Salinas. For Cal Allen in Class 4A, Collier Carroll, Blake Quinn, Aiden Flores, and Wyatt Duke. The San Antonio Spurs fell to the New York Knicks in the NBA Finals in 4-1. The Spurs finished the regular season at 62-20, number 2 in the Western Conference, with an overall record of 75-28. Compare that to the previous season's 34 wins. The Spurs look to be back as a contender year in and year out. The Corpus Christi Hooks have more special promotions throughout the month of July, including Bark in the Park, special jersey giveaways, beach towels, keychains, $3 Thursdays, and a special $1 Sunday promotion. For tickets and info, check out cchooks.com. In professional soccer, be sure to check out the Corpus Christi FC as they take on the Chattanooga Red Wolves on Saturday, July 4th at the Cabness Athletic Complex. And now that we're in the middle of summer, the city of Corpus Christi has a lot of youth sports camps available for both boys and girls, like many Dribblers co-ed basketball leagues, volleyball, soccer, baseball, and softball camps for kids ages 3 and up. For more information, be sure to go to the city's website at corpuschristitx.gov. We'll see you next time on the Coastal Current. Back to you, ladies.
Beat the traffic. Stay ahead of delays, plan smarter, and get where you're going faster with real-time traffic cameras on Chris 6 News or on ChrisTV.com. Sponsored by the Heil Law Firm, battling for justice, winning for the community.
Hi, it's attorney Robert Heil with the Heil Law Firm. You've probably heard about us by now because we've been winning your car wreck cases, trucking accidents, and consistently giving you the best results. That's because we've been doing things right here at the Heil Law Firm. We provide the best possible customer service, access to the best healthcare providers, and the best possible outcomes on your case. That's why we've continuously won Caller Time's Best of the Best as your top law firm. Most importantly, we give back a part of every case we win to make our community better. At the Heil Law Firm, we're battling for justice and winning for the community.
This is the Coastal Current, presented by the Heil Law Firm, battling for justice, winning for the community.
Welcome back. Clarissa, who are you rooting for the World Cup?
USA all day.
USA,
yeah, got to
okay.
represent. I'm not huge on sports. I can get into soccer though, and I'm all about my roots, USA and Mexico. Let's go.
Okay, love it.
Yeah.
And you also had the chance to be on Jeopardy, from what I heard and saw.
Yeah, so hopefully I had a few people rooting for me too. Okay, it's no World Cup, but it's close enough. So we had a local event, Celebrity Jeopardy, which is hosted by NAMI, and this is all supporting mental health, which I think we're trying to release the stigma on that, and it's such an incredible event. So I had the opportunity to participate, and it was so great. One of the organizations that it supported was Family Counseling Services. So as a representative of them, I was representing that particular organization. I learned so much about them. They've been around for 80 plus years.
Wow.
I learned that my tia Mary actually used to work there, which I did not know, and they were raving about her. But the services they offer are truly incredible, and that's what this show and this platform is for, is to highlight organizations like this and let people know that there are resources out there for every single person in this community. So without further ado, I'd like to toss it to Miss Maria over at Family Counseling Services.
Hi, my name is Maria Graciano. I work with Family Counseling Service, and we are located at 3833 South Staples. We're at Suite 203. We also have a Kingsville location, 103 Clayburgh Drive. So Family Counseling Service is a nonprofit agency that provides therapeutic services for anybody looking for mental health services. We have 15 therapists. We also have a crime services division. So if you have been a victim of a violent crime, you are able to get some case management services because you are due some benefits. And so we will also see clients who come through that program as well. But we have therapists that work with anybody with anxiety, depression, divorce adjustment, work issues, conflict within families. We work with anybody from age 3, verbal 3, and up. We work even with some 80, 90-year-olds. We have a home-based program for seniors. We have 2 therapists that will go to the home if the senior is homebound. So we are a nonprofit that does accept all major insurances. One of the biggest things is that we help with copay assistance. We also accept Medicare, Medicaid. Right now we have 2 students and both of them have already had 6 months of experience. You can see them for $10. If you are a victim of a violent crime, if you go through our Crime Victims Program, you are eligible for free services through them as well. So one of the services that we provide are for women who are having babies for the very first time. It's their first baby. The Nurse Family Partnership, which is a program at United Way. The nurses go to the homes with these women and then they'll give them what we call a GAD and a PHQ. Those scales measure depression and anxiety. If the nurse sees that this person is going to need therapy, they'll refer them to us. We have quite a bit of children that seek our services. We have 2 playrooms. We see kids in one playroom ages 3 to 8, and then our other playroom is set up from 8 to 11. Sometimes I'll start off with working with maybe the 8-year-old boy in the family, and he then wants to bring his sibling because they're having some sibling stuff. And then in talking to the siblings, they're like, well, you know what? We want to bring our parents in. And we're like, great, well, let's get the whole system in here. And I think that's a big piece of what sets us apart in the community is that we understand the importance of family. So if you want more information on family counseling service, we are on Facebook. Our website is www.fcscb.org. We also have an Instagram and a TikTok. So if you ever want to see what's going on with family counseling service, follow us. We have 2 big fundraisers a year. One of them happened in May. We do a conference to help other professionals with self-care and burnout. If you missed that one and you want to donate to our race, we have what is called our Monster Mash Cupcake Dash. It'll be on the 23rd of October. And we do that every year. If you're not interested in running like a lot of us aren't, especially during this hot summer days, you can just go to our website and donate. And that would be great to help somebody seek services that they're looking for. Thank you so much for visiting today. We hope to see you soon.
Thank you, Maria. We're fortunate to highlight some of these incredible resources. There are so many organizations doing great things in our community. With that being said, we have Ashley Ramirez back in studio to talk about an upcoming blood drive for the Coastal Bend Blood Center.
Hey everybody, I am joined today by Miss Ashley Ramirez with the Coastal Bend Blood Center. It is time to rock and roll up your sleeves, one of my favorite events considering I'm a little bit of a rock and roll girly.
Love it.
Ash, great to have you back in studio.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Talk to me about this event.
Yeah, so we strategically place these bigger blood drives during holiday seasons, right? Summer is one of those because we tend to see a decline because high school students are out of school and they account for 30% of our blood supply.
Go high school students,
I know,
though. Kudos to them.
They are gold to us. They are amazing. So, you know, we strategically place this blood drive in hopes of obtaining that sufficient amount of blood supply that we need every single day. So we're hoping, our goal is 200 plus at this particular event, and we know we can do it with your help.
Definitely. And this one's really fun because I love that the gifts kind of align with the theme.
Yes.
So talk to me about the reward, which I love that you always have an incentive to go and deliver blood.
Yes, correct. So everybody who will attend this event will automatically, and donate blood, will automatically be entered for a chance to win Ella Langley tickets. You heard it right. Yes. And we're hoping that we will win.
I'm going to go donate twice if I can, some way, somehow.
I wish, yes. So 2 tickets to Ella Langley, which are really good seats. They're not in the nosebleed area, just FYI.
Love that.
We have Journey tickets. We have $300 Walmart gift card. We have a Kalahari overnight stay. SeaWorld family 4-pack. I mean, the list goes on. There's probably about 20 prizes that you automatically get entered in to win. But also everybody gets this really cool rock and roll up your sleeves t-shirt. It's kind of like concert rock vibes. Super cute. Everybody gets a free Blue Bell ice cream voucher of your choice. So a perfect treat to beat the heat this summer. And then more, of course, you know, goodies on the bus request after you donate blood. But again, it's all about coming together as a community and saving lives.
Absolutely. Well, needless to say, there's always a need for blood here in the community. Is there a certain blood type that is obviously like O can be very rare and it's also the most universal, right?
Yeah, so blood type O is the most common blood type. So
common.
Right.
Okay.
So anytime that we find ourselves in that critical need, it's usually blood type O because again, it's the most common blood type. Blood type O negative is our universal blood type. Yes. So meaning that one can be transfused to any other blood type. Yes. But unfortunately, they can only receive O negative.
Right.
But regardless, if you are blood type O negative, we need you every day.
No matter what.
Right. But honestly, we need all blood types every single day because again, blood has a certain shelf life.
Yes, it does. Okay, and you could save up to how many lives with one donation?
Up to 5 lives.
Up to 5 lives, guys. And just to say that we need it all the time, but now more than ever, again, we have less people donating because our high school students are out. So give us the details on how we can check out the event and how to donate.
So it's all happening at Cavender's Boot City, Saturday, June the 27th from 9 to 5. It's going to be a family fun day. If you can spare about 30 minutes of your time, we're encouraging you to do so. Also, you can find all the information on our website, coastalbendbloodcenter.org, or you can give us a call, 361-855-4943.
Beautiful. Okay, guys, it's time to rock and roll up your sleeve, donating to the Coastal Bend Blood Center. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Beat the traffic. Stay ahead of delays, plan smarter, and get where you're going faster with real-time traffic cameras on Chris 6 News or on ChrisTV.com. Sponsored by the Heil Law Firm, battling for justice, winning for the community.
Hi, it's attorney Robert Heil with the Heil Law Firm. You probably heard about us by now because we've been winning your car wreck cases, trucking accidents, and consistently giving you the best results. That's because we've been doing things right here at the Heil Law Firm. We provide the best possible customer service, access to the best healthcare providers, and the best possible outcomes on your case. That's why we've continuously won Caller Time's Best of the Best as your top law firm. Most importantly, we give back a part of every case we win to make our community better. At the Heil Law Firm, we're battling for justice and winning for the community.
This is the Coastal Current, presented by the Heil Law Firm, battling for justice, winning for the community. Welcome back, everyone. Now, we couldn't have an episode without giving you some inspo for Father's Day. It is here, and we all want to make Dad feel special, but some of us are just procrastinators, guilty as charged. I actually got ahead of it this year. Have you purchased Father's Day gifts yet?
Not yet. That's okay. I have not. So maybe I did purchase the card that has.
That's a good start. Yeah.
But I kind of dropped it in the car, and it's been stepped on.
And it has coffee on it now, and we're gonna have to get a new card.
But it's still a beautiful card.
And it's the thought that counts. So we'll get to that. But in case your dad or husband or whomever is more into material things, we do have some inspo for you. So none of this is really rocket science, right? If Dad's a grill master, get him some grilling accessories. If he's an outdoorsman, head over to Academy or Dick's and grab him some of those favorite items. A sports fanatic, you cannot go wrong with tickets. Of course, those can cost an arm and a leg. And please remember, it's just Father's Day, so we don't need to like break the bank to satisfy the men in our lives. I think it really is the thought that counts. So just want to cover all the bases and make sure everybody knows how appreciated they are this Father's Day. Now, with that said, we know that the way to a man's heart is truly through his stomach, so you may want to consider checking out one of the latest barbecue restaurants on the South Side that is sure to win Dad's heart.
My name's Brett Worley. This is Alyssa Worley. We're the owners of Bear Barbecue. We're excited to show all the great food we have. So our name is Bear Barbecue, spelled B-A-A-R-E, and that stands for the initials of our family, Brett, Alyssa, our children, Aiden, Reagan, and Ellis. And so it is a family business, family run. All of our kids work here, and we would love to invite your family to come and eat. I've always loved cooking in the backyard. I thought about opening up a restaurant, and I couldn't get the idea out of my head. We were able to showcase some of the awesome things that I practice in the backyard, and that's kind of the way we wanted to feature our restaurant. When you come in, it feels like you're in a backyard barbecue. Relaxed atmosphere, great food. The briskets are cooked for 14 plus hours. We used all post oak wood. The ribs are killer. You got to try the ribs because most people say it's the best ribs they've had. And everything's made from scratch, so it takes a lot of time. We're open Thursday through Sunday, but we start Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday preparing everything. We make our own sausage in-house. We make the pickles, the onions. We do everything in-house. So We would love for you to come by and try it.
So he was talking about the meat portion of our menu earlier, but we have some really great sides. We have some comfort food is what we would say, but we have our tater tot casserole, mac and cheese, the cucumber salad, jambalaya, and I want to tell you about the jambalaya. It's actually made out of cast iron Dutch oven because that is what he did for our kids growing up. And so it's all family recipes, family inspired dishes. We get a lot of requests and we have Sunday specials too. Sometimes we highlight items that are requested like cheesy grits, green beans. We try to go off the menu a little bit on Sundays, and so we'll always highlight those online.
I know a lot of people want to have the beef dino ribs, and those are hard to find here in Corpus, and we have those on Saturdays. So one of my favorite things is this, we call it the sampler. It's on the menu. You get a big tray and it has a little bit of every single thing that we have. Every side, every dessert, every meat, and you get to try it all. And another popular one is the Texas Trinity. So if you want the basics of barbecue, it has brisket, ribs, sausage. It comes with 3 sides of your choice. So those are our 2 popular ones.
Right. And speaking of favorites, I do want to highly recommend the banana pudding. We call it the Lord's pudding here. It is super good. It has a special treat in it, and so that's probably one that's requested as a mom of all 3 of my kids on the daily. They want that.
So we're also excited to tell everybody that we're fixing to start doing deliveries to local businesses that are within the area. And so if you're really busy and you have a big staff, we would love to deliver our barbecue to you. You can call us in on an order, or you can order online, but we'd like to know a couple of days in advance because it does take, everything's from scratch, so it does take us a while to make everything, but we would love to deliver to your office, make it convenient for you.
Right, you can call ahead at 361-692-2021. Our address is 7626 South Staples. The other thing to know is our hours. Our hours are Thursday through Sunday, 11 to 5:30 is what we state, but it's always with craft barbecue until sold out. And the demand is different every day. So the best way to kind of keep up with us is to call ahead and we can tell you what's currently on the menu. Right now you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram. So whenever we do sell out, I post quickly. And so you know in advance that we just don't have anything available at that time. And that is really just because of the demand, because if we're sold out, then we're doing something right. So that means that people like it and they're loving it. So thank you. Here at Bear Barbecue, we take great pride in serving the community, and so with that, we have deep appreciation for first responders and the military. And so if you are any of those things, please come on in. We offer a 10% discount, and we love to get to know you and thank you personally for your service. All right, so from our family to yours, we just encourage you to come out. Thank you so much for supporting a local family, a small business. I encourage everybody to always stay local here in Corpus Christi to help our community, and we just really appreciate you. Come on out.
Well, that was delicious, but it is time to wrap up the show. So thank you so much for joining us today. And as always, please support us on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and keep up with what we're posting, with the raffles that we're doing, or little giveaways. Make sure that you let us know if you want to be on our show, or if you know somebody that deserves to get some highlight and recognition.
Definitely. That's exactly what we're here for, so don't be shy. Reach out to us. With that said, we definitely want to include more viewer photos, so as we bid you adieu, we want to give a shout out to our buddy John, who shared these gorgeous photos online. I had no idea that you could photograph the Milky Way from the beach. Yeah, so he went out at 3 a.m. way out into the boondocks and got these stunning photos, and I just think it's a great outro and a way to appreciate this beautiful city that we live in. Not everybody gets these views, and not everybody has a beach to drive to appreciate them. So God bless you all. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time on the Coastal Current.
This broadcast of the Coastal Current is a presentation of the Heil Law Firm, battling for justice, winning for the community.